we're going to learn about mandatos, which just means commands. Okay? In English, we can tell someone, do something, eat your vegetables, concentrate, focus. Those are all commands, right? So we're going to learn how to tell someone to do something in Spanish using the tú form and the usted form. We know that tú is just you as an informal way of speaking, and we know that usted is just you, but it's formal. So obviously there's a difference of the way we talk when we're speaking to someone in a more formal manner, okay? So the tú form, when you want to form a command, and you should be taking notes, what you want to do is you want to go to la tercera persona singular. What do we mean by this? Tercera means third, and persona, person, singular. Third person singular, okay? So have you ever guys read a story that talks about third person singular? All we're talking about is he, she, the he, she form, okay? So let's just go ahead and take the verb comer. We'll start with an easy one. Comer means to eat. So if we want to tell someone eat, like eat your vegetables, all we do is we conjugate it, como, comes, come, and we'll do the rest later, because we don't need them quite yet, okay? We're going to go to the third person singular. Well, we know it's not the first person, which is yo, so we know it's not here. We know it's not second person, which is you, when we read, so we know it's not here. It's third person singular, the he, she. So if we want to tell someone to eat, we're just going to say, come, eat. That's the command, okay? And if you want to add an exclamation point right there, just to add emphasis, that's totally fine too, okay? All right. Let's try another one. We're going to do another one, and we have the verb aprender. Aprender means to learn. Aprender means to learn, okay? So if I want to tell someone, learn Spanish, what we're going to do is we're going to go to the third person singular of the tú form. Aprendo. That means I learn. Aprendes. And then aprende. And then, of course, the rest will follow. So which form do we go to now to say learn as a command for the tú form? Well, we know it's not the I, we know it's not you, it's not second person, it's third person. So it's this one, learn. Or we could say learn Spanish. Aprende español. Add our exclamation point for emphasis. Does that make sense? Hopefully it does. So now we're going to learn about the usted form. What we're going to do is we're going to do the exact same thing, except we're going to speak in a more formal way. So let's start with the verb comer, like we did just a second ago. Comer means to eat. Now let's say we're talking to someone, which it might sound a little bit funny to talk to someone in a formal way and tell them to eat their vegetables, right? But we'll do it just for the sake of grammar today. For here, let's back up a second. You go to la tercera persona singular. Okay, so we're going to go to third person singular, except the only difference is that we're going to add the opposite endings. The opposite endings look like this. If a verb ends in AR, it's going to go to E. If a verb ends in ER, it's going to go to A. And if it ends in I, it's going to go to A too. Okay? So we've got the verb comer, and we're going to go to the third person singular, which is come. But because we're speaking in a plural form, we're going to add the opposite ending. And because comer is a verb that ends in ER, we're going to add the opposite ending, which is A. Coma. Eat. Does that make sense? Okay, great. Now what we're going to do is we're going to take the same verb, aprender, and tell someone to learn Spanish, but in a formal, respectful way. So we're going to go to the third person singular. We're going to add our opposite ending, so we're going to add an A again instead of the E. And it's going to be aprenda, learn. Okay? Let's try another one, except let's do an IR verb. No, let's do an AR verb. Let's do bailar. This word sort of looks like ballet, so the way I remember it is ballet, and it means to dance. Okay? So let's say that we're trying to tell someone in a respectful way, of course, to dance, dance. We go to our third person singular, except now we need to add our opposite ending. And it becomes baile, okay? That is how you form to and usted commands in Spanish. Hope you enjoyed the video. Be prepared in class tomorrow.